like James Earl Jones that ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
Here we go, here we go.
Now they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a former most valuable player in the National Football League, the always dangerous Lamar Jackson. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week, 7 carries, 64 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And some room to maneuver. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll find his man, Simi Fehoko. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Simi Fehoko, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will jump on top. first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. See if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. Got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here too after a good stop. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Multiple players combined for their team. The game.
And that was just absolute. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as they take this up to the 38-yard line. The Cowboys had 8-3 now. Are they coming on a pretty good roll here? Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now Jackson on first down. That's into the hands of Tolbert. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Slot man moves right. 2nd and 5 now. Jackson This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the...
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Here we go.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost a leg into the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Back to Walker on first down. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. From the 24, Garoppolo. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he is going to lose yardage here. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys will be able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Garoppolo now. And that is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Pulled in at the 24. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Tony Pollard and his Dallas teammates ready again on offense. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Jackson. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now this one complete. It's Fehoko. And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. The slot man in motion right. Again, Jackson. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Right back to Tolbert. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Keep in mind they can still get a 1st down here as they come up on 2nd. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Simi Fehoko with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And it's caught. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Jackson now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Simi Fehoko on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this 1st half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. But they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. They go play action now. Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
On third down, Jackson. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big 30-yard play on third. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On second down, it's Pollard. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Jackson. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped it to 17. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Uses the stiff arm.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a give here to Pollard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now Jackson. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jalen Tolbert,
a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys open the lead up to 34-0.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto, until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
is Garoppolo on third down. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Pollard. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll run with Pollard. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And it is 42-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's caught by Galladay. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now Garoppolo. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On second and 10, Garoppolo. Throw out wide to Walker. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Seahawks on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard.
He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays, nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
They go back to Pollard on second down.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Now it's Lockett. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Garoppolo's throw into the hands of Fan.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo.
This goes out wide from Madison.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. To throw is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was